We are live today. Hopefully you guys can actually hear me. I'm just gonna pull it up on my computer to make sure that things are going okay. Alrighty, hold on. Hey, hey, how you doing? Thanks for the subscribe. Thanks for the subscribe. I appreciate that. Whoever's watching the live stream, let me just make sure that the sound is good, that you guys can actually hear me. Hopefully you guys can actually hear me. How's everything? How was your day today? Okay, okay, you can hear me loud and clear. Okay, because usually when I do the live, sometimes my mic is not connected, so people can't hear me. But how's your day doing going today? All right, so we just wait for some people to come. Okay, okay. Happy Sunday. It's the almost the beginning of the week. Monday, tomorrow is work. Easy day today. Hey, how you doing, Shanice? How's everything? Hey Benjamin, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. How y'all doing today? How was your day today? Oh, you did? Okay, okay. So, if I may ask, what do you think about the documentary? That's cool, Benjamin. That's what's up. Where you from, Benjamin? No, I don't speak Spanish. Only English. Oh, you from London? Okay, okay. We got London in the building. What time is it out there in London? Here in New York City, it's about 5:54 here. All right, cool. I could actually read the words off the phone because I'm like using my computer to read the words because it's going so fast. So that's why I'm like trying to make sure I'm answering. That's cool, Candace. That's cool. I mean, Shanice, sorry about that. I read the name wrong. How was your day? Where you from, Shanice? It's been good, relaxing. I got to have off from work today. I'm at home relaxing, so how was your day? How has your day been? Oh, you from Mississippi. Okay, you watching from Mississippi. Mississippi in the building. Christine, how you doing? Welcome to the live stream. How you doing today? Oh, so you're just in Mississippi at the moment. Okay, okay. Shanice, that's cool. So how's Mississippi treating you? What's the weather like down there? Oh, yeah, it's getting there summertime, you know. It gets hot down there in the south, so, you know. Oh, you don't like the heat, Shanice? Oh, okay, okay. So yeah, of course it's hot down there. So yeah, yeah, I get that extreme heat down there. We be complaining up here when it hits like 70 degrees or some or higher, like 80. That is too hot. But I know the heat level down there is higher than over here in New York. Mm. Renata, I'm sorry about that. What was your question that you had? I went back on the comments and stuff. What was your question, Renata? Oh, you watching it right now? Wow, that is amazing. So have you seen the documentary before, Shanice, or this is your first time watching it? Well, I got tutored at home. I had a teacher that came to the house to you know, tutor me for like an hour and a half to 2 hours, and then I had a phonics teacher that called me on the phone, and we stood on the phone like 2.5 hours to 3 hours, Monday through Friday. And I still got homework just like everybody that was in school. So, but then eventually when I got older, I started going to high school and stuff, and stood in high school, until like 12 and graduated from high school and stuff. But yeah, I had even when I was a little kid, I still had a tutor to come by the house and stuff. Uh, it's your third time. Dang, you are brave, girl. Sharnice, you are brave to watch that 3 times. I can only watch it one time. Well, I watched it a couple of times, but not like back to back. Like it's still hard for me to watch. Thank you, Sharnice. Appreciate that. Thank you. Oh, okay, okay. I thought you meant like back to back. But you still strong, cause basically I can't do it. It's too many memories for me. Kenneth, what's up? You watched it 5 times? Yeah, it is hard. It is hard, Kenneth. It is hard. Thank you, Kenneth. Appreciate that. Yeah, Renata. Yeah, you are y'all brave. Sure. Cause I had to watch it last month at a film festival that they were showing the documentary at the um they was showing it at a film festival. Dang. Just had the film festival on my mind. Um dang, just forgot a little bit. But yeah, they showed it at the film festival. And it was amazing. It was in North Carolina and stuff. And it was just, hard for me to sit there and just watch it. Mm-mm-mm. Sorry. I don't know why I forgot the name of the film festival, but it was Full Frame Film Festival that they was actually showing it at. They showed it April 3rd. So it was kind of hard for me. Yeah, man. Yep. You welcome, Ronaldo. No problem. Yeah, it is, Ronaldo. Yeah, Shanice. I mean, I always say, and I always will say it. Thank God for my grandmother being there for me because she never even gave up on me. So if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be here speaking to you guys right now. So thank you, Ronaldo. Because it's not easy. Before, like when I was growing up, it wasn't like people knew about the virus, and a lot of people did know about it, but it wasn't like like today where we have more education about it and stuff. And before, my grandmother had told me to keep it a secret from everybody because not everybody needs to know. But when the documentary was made, it was like, okay, people know. It's just me voicing my stuff and how I feel, and living through it at that time where the medication was crappy and stuff. So thank you, Sky. Love you too, Sky. How you doing? Yeah, my grandmother, Sharnice, my grandmother made sure I understood what I was going through. That's one thing she didn't hide back from me. So it was, you know, if it wasn't for her, then I wouldn't have that understanding. So I knew exactly, I was sick and couldn't do most things that other kids can do. But she kept me strong. Yeah, true, true. Yep. Let me make sure I didn't miss anybody's question or comment. Okay, okay, okay. Nope. All right, I didn't miss anybody's question or comment. Cause I don't want to miss anybody's question or comment, and it might seem like I'm ignoring their question. So I don't want y'all to feel like I'm doing that. That's why I keep on looking down at my phone to make sure that I didn't miss anything. Thank you, Sharnice. Thank you. Yeah, I never wanted. One thing I always said to people, you don't have to feel sorry for me. It's just, it just happens that I had to go through that. But I'm human, just like everybody else out there. So I one thing I wanted to do is like be treated like everybody else. But not everybody does that. But you know, I appreciate the love and the support too. So, have I tried herbs? No, never tried that. Never tried herbs. No, no, never tried those for healing. I can't really like do those because it'll interfere with my meds. So I try not to do any of that unless I speak to my doctor and stuff. Hey Sean, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. How you doing today? Yeah, my grandmother, Renata, my grandmother was very, very, communicative, because she wanted to make sure, like you said, maybe it was too much for me to handle, and but my doctor, she knew one day you're gonna have to actually be honest with him and let him know and stuff like that. So that's why my grandmother actually asked me right then and there, do you know what's going on with you and stuff. I knew what was going on, but I just wanted to be a kid and just be like any other kid. But I just had that one thing that was going on with me. Yeah, my doctor agreed with that though too. So yeah, it was like that. The feeder tube will also like hold me back from like as you could tell it was like the pump was inside the bag, and then the feeding tube was connected to me, so it was kind of hard because it's like I can't play like I want to, and it wasn't like I took my tube out because I wanted to. It was like again, like you said, I wanted to be a kid, so but eventually, all the little kids decided to root for me to put it back in. So my boy Andre was there too. So he was one of my best friends. He was a brother that I never had. Just making sure that I didn't miss anybody's question. Losing Isaiah. He played in other movies too. That's where everybody remembers my cousin from Losing Isaiah. Yeah. Hey Shamika, welcome to the live stream. How you doing? No, it's only me. I'm the only child. Yeah, yeah, I do. Shinies. Yeah, it's only me, Shamika. Only me. My mom's didn't have any other kids. I asked her one time, and I guess she didn't want no other kids, so no brother, no sister for me. No, never knew my dad at all. I don't even know anything about him. don't even know his name. So, and my mom's never even talked about my dad at all. So, never knew him. Yeah, and thank you for coming to the stream, Shanice. No problem. I'm here to answer questions. Because I know that like the documentary it leaves off like I'm not here. So I see a lot of comments saying like not even on this page, but like Instagram. It's like rest in peace, but I'm like I'm still here. So oh, you never knew your dad either? Did you know anything of him, or did your mom ever tell you anything, Shamika? Okay, I appreciate that, Shanice. Thank you. Yeah, Ronaldo. I mean, it's sad to see like cuz I read the comments. Don't think I don't read the comments. Like even like on here and on TikTok, and cuz TikTok was where the documentary started like, trending and going viral. So I was like, I read the comments on there, but then Instagram people they was like hostile. Like some of them was like, "Oh, you know, rest in peace." I'm like, what are you saying? Then my cousins had to come in there and say, no, he's still living and stuff. So you know, trust me, I read the comments. Hey Joyce, how you doing? Welcome to the live stream. Oh, so you know so you seen him before. Why were you scared, Shamika? Thank you, Shanice. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, I don't mind teaching people or like explaining myself and stuff to people. Yeah, I mean, I can understand it, but I can understand that. But if I'm commenting in the box and stuff, sometimes just go up. But also if somebody like responds back to you and stuff, because I know exactly how the documentary did leave off. It left off like I didn't make it or anything like that. But there were people that searched my name or searched around and wound up finding me and stuff like that. But also, like I said, my cousins they was also a big part in that where they was responding to them, telling them that I was still alive and stuff. So I understand why I'm not upset with people saying hey rest in peace because how it did leave off it's like you didn't make it. So yeah, Joyce. So yeah, I understand that. Most of them are still alive. You know, I still speak to my aunts and my uncles from time to time whenever they decide to, hit me up or I hit them up. So yeah, all of them are still alive and everything. Oh, okay, Shamika. I mean, but do you want to meet him? Do you want to like see your dad? Do you want your dad to be in your life? Because at the end of the day, it's up to you that if you decide you want your dad to be in your life, then you go for it. Yeah, of course, Joyce. You know, I know about the trolls. So usually I don't like with the trolls, I don't usually respond back to them. But, if you are curious, yeah, I mean, I'll respond back to you. But I pick and choose who, you know, I respond back to because some people just want to be kind of nosy, but also kind of troll. So, yeah, Shamika, you got to think about do you want him in your life? Do you not want him in your life? So you have to think about that one. Let me make sure I gotta go back through the comments, make sure I didn't miss anything, anybody's question or comments. So it doesn't seem like I'm ignoring people. Hmm. Okay, I don't think I missed anything. Well, my wife, she's good. I mean, we're actually like taking a little break and stuff, but we still talk. We're best of friends and stuff like that. So, you know, but she the one that let me know too. That's the crazy part too. I didn't even like I'm sitting at home. I didn't even know about that. Like the documentary is like going viral or anything. Like other people let me know. Like my cousins, my wife, she even let me know too. It's like how y'all know before me? I don't even know anything. I'm sitting at home, playing Call of Duty, and I don't even know like comments is out there flooding my inboxes, and it seemed like I wasn't like I was ignoring people. Yeah, we are separated. So yeah, but we still the best of friends, Shanice. So the best of friends. We talk all the time. I always got to check up on her. It's still my baby. Oh, okay, okay. I mean, Shamika, at the end of the day, it all boils down to your choice. And it's sad because he knew about you and he still didn't reach out. So, I mean, save your energy and save your time and work on yourself. Do what you want to do in life. If he want if like later down the line, if he wants to come around, he has to find you. And that's what I say. Like my father, I don't know. I don't know if he knew about me or anything, but even if he was about to come in my life, I was like, "What are you gonna do for me?" Nothing. You know how much child support you owe? That's what I would tell him. You know how much child support you owe? Yeah, Joyce, I didn't even know. Like, people told me they communicated with me. So I just went on and then I started responding to people. Cause even then on here, speak about trolls. It's just one guy. I made a video The last video I ever made, well, not ever made, but the last video I made was calling out the dude that he had said rest in peace. So then I said, "What do you mean rest in peace?" He's like, "Aren't you dead?" I'm like, "No, I'm still alive." And he's like, "Are you sure?" So instead of me responding in the comments, going back and forth with him, I made a video, and he hasn't responded back ever since. He probably in the live too, but yeah, I respond with videos. I don't have time to go back and forth in comments. That's too much thinking. To your Shamika, I mean, yeah, Shamika, I don't have kids. No kids for me. I like giving them back to their parents, and that's exactly what I do. I like my peace. What about you, Shamika? Do you have kids? Shanice, so the way that I spoke to, my wife about my thing, like what I had was, I started off like, okay, you know, I got to tell you something, right? So she thinking about, like, at the time we was like boyfriend and girlfriend. So at the time she's like thinking all kinds of things. So I said, okay, I don't want you to judge me, but I give everybody, there's stuff like, if you want to walk, you can walk. That's your choice. I give everybody choices. So I told her, I said, I was born with it. I didn't catch it from anybody else. I was born with it, and I told her, basically it wasn't my fault, but I spoke about upon it like that, and she was like, oh, okay. And I show her the documentary too. So if she didn't believe me, so that's how I got to tell her about it. Hey, what's up, Commander? Welcome back. How you doing? Welcome back to the live stream. Thank you, thank you. Thanks for the like and thanks for dropping by for the stream. I appreciate that. Of course he's in serious arrears. Ronaldo, sure. I could use that child support money for myself. Sure, you crazy? You don't make a kid and don't want to pay. Especially if I didn't ask to be here. None of us, like, when you have kids. None of us ask to be here, but we're here. Now take care of your darn responsibility. But thank God I have my grandmother, so he's still not off the hook for that. But still, oh, you seen that video, right, Joyce? Yeah, I responded back. That's why I made I made it for you guys too, but I also made it for him because I don't have time to be going back and forth with people in comments. And I could tell he was a troll. So, and somebody was like, "Oh yeah, you're brave to post up, somebody else's channel." I'm like, "Yeah, I'll post it up in a heartbeat." Especially if you're saying dumb stuff. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Joyce. I mean, hey, I appreciate you reaching out. All you guys out there, I appreciate y'all reaching out to me. And yeah, like that's why I wound up doing a video and also a live so that because you don't never know who's behind the screen, and somebody could be pretending to be me, but I'm like, I don't have no time to be pretending to be somebody else. I'll let you know this is me. So that's why I came on live so that you guys can like interact more, so that y'all don't probably think that I'm. Some of y'all probably thought I was not the real person, so it's understandable. You don't know who's true behind the screen. Okay, Shamika, that's what's up. That's what's up. That's cool. So You have 5 kids. Okay, that's what's up, Shamika. Let me make sure I'm reading. Sorry, God, guys. Nice. Yes, Shanice, but still, you still have to, you know, disclose yourself to people, especially if you're with somebody. But me, like, it's a lot of people out there that don't like to, dang, no grands, Joyce. What? Yeah, that's the question I want to ask, Shamika too. No grands yet? I know my cousin, she just became a grandmother, so I was like, dang, time flies. But yeah, Shanice, yeah, yeah, I still have to disclose myself to people because it's still a it's a crime if you don't disclose. But one thing I tell people, you can't never say that I never disclose myself to you if we're like together and whatever, because I always disclose myself. Now, if I'm not going to disclose myself, I don't do anything with you. I just be friends with you. And that's the rule I had for myself growing up. I'm like, I can't do it. Okay, hold on. Let me hold on. The comments is going a little bit fast. Let me go back. Okay, I read that one. Answered that one. Sorry guys. I'm just like making sure I didn't skip anybody's. Okay, at what age did you actually start? What age? I always knew they had everything under control, but I think it's like 13, like yeah, 13 going like getting older and stuff like that because I got my feeding tube out when I was 16. So, I realized like cuz my doctor was talking to me, she's like you doing better and better. So, she talked to me when I was like 16. She's like, "How would you feel about getting your feeding tube out?" So, I was like, I feel good about it because that's one less thing I have to worry about, like being attached to my stomach. Because that feeding tube, I don't know if you guys out there know, it's easy to come out. And then I had to, if it came out, I would have to go back to the doctor and while the emergency room, get a temporary one, and then wait for them to order the actual one, and then go back to the hospital and go get the regular smaller tube in my stomach. So, and that was for you, Shamika. I'm just answering your question, Shamika. Yeah, my Barney suspenders, man. I love my Barney suspenders, Shanice. Okay, okay, Shamika, that's what's up. That's what's up. I'm not saying, hey, rush your kids to so that you can be a grandma, but that's what's up. Latice, what's up? How you doing? Welcome to the live stream. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate the love and support. Yeah, yeah, Joyce. That this feeding tube was annoying. So that's what a lot of people didn't understand. Like, yeah, it's attached to my stomach and whatever, but it's um it's annoying when it comes out, and then you gotta go through all these things. Like, you go in the emergency room, you wait there for hours for them just to give you a temporary long tube that it's not even small. It's like a string tube that you tape to your stomach, and then you go some part in the clinic to one of the tube specialists so that they can actually insert the actual tube. And then at the end of the tube, to like keep the tube in, there was I don't know if you guys actually knew too. There was like a bubble where it's like a balloon filled up with water. So that would keep the tube in. So when that bubble pops, now the tube is like free to like pop out. Now if the bubble is like filled up with like a little bit of water, then you should be all right. But yeah, it was annoying. No, no, that wasn't the actual tube. The cord, the feeding tube cord. So the feeding tube was in the stomach. It was about like that big, about like that big. And basically there was like when you unfasten the top of it, when I lift up my shirt, there was like a hole right there where that little piece, plastic piece, was screw in to keep the actual feeding tube in, and then it's attached to the pump. So that wasn't the feeding tube. That was just the pump tube. That was like totally something different. That was the pump that actually pumped the milk inside me. And people used to wonder, aren't you hungry? Like, no, cause the milk itself, it will actually fill me up, cause that was like food, cause I couldn't eat through my mouth. Thank you, Latrice. Thank you. Yeah, she was a beautiful woman. I'm glad that God put her in my life. If it wasn't for her, it wouldn't be here. Um, yeah, she was from West Virginia. Um, yeah, she was from down there. And I don't know when she came up here or anything like that, but yeah, she was from down south. Yeah, so yeah, so that was like basically the pump. So you have a pump, it's like a machine. Okay, so in the documentary, you've seen the machine on the pole, right? That's the actual machine. Now this what goes how it pumps out. It's a plastic wire. It's not a wire, but it's a plastic long plastic line that the milk actually goes through, right? So then the pump pumps it into the stomach where it. That's how I got my food, where like the milk went into my stomach. So the tube was small. So when that's what I disconnected, where I disconnected the actual feeding pump from my stomach, not the tube. Because if I pulled out the tube, then you'll just see like a hole that's inserted in my belly. Then I would have had to go to the doctor and go get that replaced. So yeah, it's like two parts to it. Yeah, I've been in New York for my whole life, Shanice. Been here. I'm still in the Bronx, but I moved around from like borough to borough, and then I'm back in the Bronx. Hey, something. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. How you doing today? Shamika, you still there? You quiet. Wait, you have grandpups. Okay, what kind of pups do you have, Shamika? Let me go back, make sure I didn't miss anything. Make sure. No, no, no. Answered that one. Okay, cool. Hey, Lakina, how you doing? Nice to meet you. That's good. That's good. Where you from? Hold up. Let me make sure I didn't. Are you from Kentucky? Okay, okay, that's what's up. How's Kentucky treating you? Oh, that's what's up, Shanice. Thanks. So you from all around, Shanice? Jeez. Have you ever been to New York City before, Shanice? No, I am not in therapy anymore. Um, no. Well, I still see a therapist from time to time, but I feel like it's only a little while. I mean, it's just more like if I need somebody like to talk to, basically. But sorry to hear about that. I mean, with your health condition too, I say, even though sometimes we want to give up, Ronaldo, I mean, we don't give up. We keep on pushing, and we all tired of medication, but don't give up on yourself because once you decide to give up, and that's it. You just gotta live your life. You gotta say like, this is my life. You're in control of your life, and you're the one that makes decisions about whether you want to do good or not. And if therapy is helping you, continue to do it because therapy did help me. I had a therapist named Dave, and he used to always, I used to always go talk to him, not about my health issue, but like about other things too that was bothering me. So it was helpful. So but right now I don't do therapy because it's like I've been I've been off of therapy for a while, so I could do it by myself, but from time to time, I might just go to my doctor and be like, "Hey, I need to talk to somebody there and stuff." So, but yeah, you just gotta keep on going, no matter if you decide you want to give up. You don't give up. You keep on going, and trust me, I'm tired of taking meds myself too. But this is the thing that keeps us alive. What's the? Hold on. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Make sure I didn't miss any questions. Okay. Oh, Lakina, you guys get tornadoes down there? Jeez. Have you seen a tornado up close? What's way too big? Shanice. Okay, okay, that's what's up, Lakina. Do you come up here? Well, you haven't been up here ever since 2007. What part of the Bronx, if you don't mind me asking? Yeah, it is sad. Rich was like family to me and stuff like that. I'm still cool with his family too. Um so, Rich knew I appreciated it and everything. I'm still cool with the editor of the documentary too, so I'm still cool with his sister too, so I still keep in contact with them. Shanice. Yeah, New York. Yeah, yeah, it is big. But you gotta know the area, Shanice, to where to go. So I mean, it is a big area, but it's doable. Like a lot of the tourists, they go to 42nd Street. Oh, really? You seen one of those? That must have been scary looking, Kina. Let me make sure I'm getting your name right, cause I'm terrible with names. Oh, New Rochelle, okay. It's a lot of stuff to do up there. Yeah, I mean, 42nd Street is a lot of tourists down there. So you have a lot of entertainment down there. Um, a lot of stores, shopping areas. You got the pier on 12th Avenue. Like if you see my like some of my vlogging videos where I'll be riding my scooter, that's where I'll be going. Like sometimes I go down to 12th Avenue and then just come around and take the long way. Or like Central Park is another good spot too. I ride Central Park a lot too. Okay, okay. Because I am terrible. I'm telling you, I am terrible with names. So if I get your name wrong, don't don't judge me. I'm terrible with ages. I'm 37 now, Shanice. Okay. They're good, Latrice. I speak to the boy cousin from time to time, and then the girl cousin. She's the one I speak to her from time to time, but she's the one that also told me that the documentary was going viral and stuff. So she let me know too. So and she was I was live streaming on TikTok. So she actually Monique, she actually came into the live the other day and spoke to some people. Yeah, she still is my favorite cuz. I mean, all of them, like, my cousin Mark, he's my favorite cuz too. Just because we don't talk doesn't mean, they're not my favorite. Like, we talk when we get, cuz people get busy. So, when we get older, we get busy, and that's how family is. But you don't stop, loving them, no matter how far they are. So, oh yeah, yeah, that's still there. They got the Hershey store too. Trinice. I'll actually tomorrow I'll actually record it for you and then upload it on YouTube for you to see it. Cause I ride past. I work not too far from there, so I ride past there all the time. So I'll just go take a trip down there. Yeah, of course, Latrice, of course. I'm always open for hugs, big hugs. Sorry, I'm reading off my phone because the computer words is a little bit small, and I don't have my glasses with me. You got your favorite as well too, right? Yeah, of course. We all got our favorite cousins. And also Troy, he's good too. We talk we spoke not too long ago too. So yeah, thank you, Trinice. Thank you. I try to be humble, try to do what I gotta do, but it doesn't hurt to be nice. Make sure I'm going through the comments again to make sure I didn't miss anything. So, well, do we? The last, the last reunion I went to was probably like 2 years ago, and I was at my cousin's house in Connecticut. She had like half of the family like over there and everything. I got to see some of my other cousins. I got to see like cousins that I never even met before, like cousins that had babies and stuff. Yeah, yeah. Latrice. I'm able to eat solid foods now. So, cause I was able to eat solid foods. It was just that the infection in my throat. I couldn't swallow food. So, being that I couldn't swallow food, that's why they put the feeding tube in. But yeah, I could eat. I can drink. Um, you know, just like everybody else. No, but the doctor that I had before, like after my doctor, like when I grew out of the pediatrics, the one that she got me, she was always keeping in contact with my doctor and stuff like that. So she made sure that you know, she had updates about that. Um, Wait, did I miss a comment? Oh, okay, I did miss a comment. Thank you, Latrice. Yes, I'm married, but we're separated at the moment. The moment, Sling. But we're still cool. We're still best of friends. It's still called to keep up and check up with her. So thank you, Renata, for responding back to Sling. Appreciate that. Let's see. Make sure. Just reading through the comments. Make sure I didn't miss anything. I do this from time to time so I don't have to. It doesn't seem like I'm ignoring people. So, all right, what was this? Oh, okay, Grits. How you doing? Welcome to the live stream. Thank you, Shanice. Thank you. I try to continue, my grandmother's work, doing good for myself and making sure I stay healthy. I still go to the doctors. The doctor, like 3 months, every 3 months. I can't even speak right now. Every 3 months, I still go to the doctor. I don't go like I used to, like every day or every week or so. Sometimes I go every month, depending on like, you know, if I have like blood work and stuff, and it's something wrong with it. But yeah, I keep up with my appointments and stuff. I keep myself healthy. I was 12. My grandmother passed in 2000, so um, and my aunt became my guardian after she passed away. No, I don't have any children. I like giving them back, like I love giving them back to their parents. I like my peace. Yeah, but yeah, I don't want kids. Yes, I am undetectable. Sling. Yeah, Renata, my aunt, one of my aunts, became a guardian of me after my grandmother passed. Yeah, I mean, it was cool. It was cool. Thank you, Shanice. Thank you. Stop. What's up? How you doing? Welcome to the live stream. How you doing? Thank you. Stop. Yeah, she. I know she is proud, looking down. I know she is, and I know she's still here. You know, keeping me out of trouble, keeping me, safe and well. So, Jocelyn, how you doing? Welcome to the live stream. Yeah, thank you, Jocelyn. Yes, I did hate being short, small. Hate being this little kid. Everybody was taller than me. But I grew up now. I grew a little bit taller than what I was before, Jocelyn. Let me make sure. Nope, nope, nope. I answered that one. Hmm. Yeah, I answered those. I think so. I'm not too sure, Jocelyn. I think it was. Um, due to that and stuff. I didn't start growing like like a little bit taller until I guess I was like 14, 15, maybe even like 17 and stuff. I don't remember like when I started growing, but I noticed I started to get a little bit taller. Hey Gina, how you doing? Thank you, Gina. Appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, Jocelyn. Yeah. So yeah, I got a little bit taller, Jocelyn. I'm just going back to the comments. Don't mind me. Sorry, I'm like quiet. Just making sure I didn't miss anything. Thank you, Shanice. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you. Are you a violinist? Nice. Nice. Like Kina. Yeah, I gotta remember the name. I gotta remember the name. How long have you been doing that for? Yeah, okay. I got it right. I got it right. Oh, since you was 5 years old, how old are you now, if you don't mind me asking? Oops, don't do that. Oh, nice, nice. What's your Instagram so I can add you? I would like to check it out if you don't mind. Or if you wanna add me on Instagram, I could give you my Instagram. It's Trav22, and you could just add me if you don't wanna put it in the chat. Just thought about that. Oh, the ice cream truck is out there. Mm, mm, mm. Okay. But I'm about to get off, guys. But it was nice talking to you guys. I have to get off real quick. I'm 5'6". How tall are you, Shanice? Yeah, I got. She even though she taller than me though, but I mean I got taller though. Oh, you 5'5"? Okay, okay, that's what's up. I mean that's pretty. I mean that's like a inch shorter. You too, Lakina. Appreciate the everybody watching the live, but I have to get off real quick. But I'll be back on to tomorrow and stuff, or probably later on. Y'all might see me live streaming on Call of Duty. Name is I'm nice one. Wait, no, no, that's my Twitch. Sorry, my bad, my bad. 88. You can't hear me? Uh oh. Don't tell me the Bluetooth actually ended. Hold on. No, I think the Bluetooth and hold on. Oh, it's still working though. Okay, okay. I think the Bluetooth kind of like disconnected. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Give me 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. Um. Okay, so what you play on, Shanice? I play on PlayStation. What you play on? And Latrice, my TikTok again is nice1 1988. Okay, so yeah, join if you're on online and stuff like that, Shanice. But what you play though, Shanice? Cool, cool. Thank you, cool. What you mean? What's my name, Latrice? Sling, to answer your question, I thought about moving out of New York soon because I it's too expensive here. Sling. To answer your question, Shanice, and Switch. Okay. How old are you, Shanice? If you don't mind me asking. Yeah, Jerry. She's still living. She's still living. Oh, PlayStation 5. Okay, okay. We play. What you play? Call of Duty. Preaching like how? Like preaching in the church or preaching? Okay, okay, 42. Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. Shanice, we can play some Call of Duty if you want. See how your skills are. Do you actually speak on mic? Cause I speak a lot on mic, Shanice. Okay, okay, that's what's up. Kayana, what's up? How you doing? Man, I was supposed to end the live stream. Now I'm still here because I'm enjoying myself. I never thought about that. I mean, I still love God. I still believe in God and stuff, but never thought about that preaching, sling. Yes, it's talking, bro. I'm sorry, my bad, my bad. See, I thought I was on the gaming right now, but sorry, Shanice. Yeah, some of these people they be pissing me off sometimes, so I'm like, I have to like basically calm it down and stuff like that. So yeah, I remember that, Kayana. I remember that. But I appreciate that. Love you too, Kayana. Appreciate the love and the support. And I appreciate you coming to the live and everything. What's my tag name on PlayStation? My tag name, well, my PSN name, I'll give you that one. Where is it at? Cause my um Activision account name is different. Where's my gamer tag name? All right, and so I go by Nice One all the time, so that people don't know like really know my name on there. It's Nice One 422, my PSN name. Thank you, King. Thank you. Welcome to the stream, and thank you, Kayana. Thank you. Appreciate that. If it wasn't for my grandmother, I always got to give the credit to my grandmother, because if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be here right now. Yeah, King. Yeah, I'm happy to be alive and everything. No, 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 no. So, okay, I'm a type it in the box. Okay. That's it right. Yep. No, I didn't even send it. All right, that's it right there. Yes, blessings to her. Kiana, cause she never gave up on me. It was all she's the reason why I made my appointments. She's the reason why I was on my meds and stuff like that. So, what do you mean, Shanice? 10-5. Oh, 10. Okay, that means okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah, King. Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's why I was like 10-5. I mean, I guess that's a new calling. 10-4. Yeah, righty. Yeah, I thought that was like a new calling that somebody made up. I'm like, okay, cool, no problem. I'm about to look that up. Hey Kay, how you doing? Thank you, Kay. Appreciate that. Welcome to the stream, Kay. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the likes. My neighbor's making noise upstairs, banging on the floor. Alrighty, Shanice. I'm gonna catch y'all later. I'm about to end the live right now. But are you PlayStation 2, K? Yeah, sure. I'll take your PSN, K. Of course. Let me take your what you play, K? Let me add you on PSN. Let me get that up. What do you mean grown up time? Call of Duty time? GTA? I mean I play GTA. You play Call of Duty too? Or no? Okay. All right. Hold on. Let me add you, okay? Yeah, the neighbors banging on the floor. Like they be bugging upstairs. I think they got like a big dog upstairs, and then they be like moving furniture. Then they be like stomp like you hear them like tapping on the floor, dancing to salsa and whatever. Okay, okay. I mean, we could play some GTA together if you want. Of course. I know. I just got what you were saying. I'm like they banging, not that kind of banging. I'm like just banging in general. Shanice, behave yourself. No grown up time. Hey, Kay, what's your gamer tag information? Oh, you sent me one. Okay, hold on. Give me one second. Did you send it, Shanice too? Did you send yours? What I have to turn. Okay. Oh, okay. Request. You sent me one? Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna add you the regular way. Okay, okay, gotcha. Don't forget to add me though, Shanice. Let me add you to. Okay, okay. So I'll just wait for the invitation. Okay, okay. So yeah, cause I get like even on like Call of Duty, sometimes they be like sending me like weird people be sending me ads and stuff. I don't never add them back. Alrighty, I got you. Add you back. Okay. All right, I added you back. Oh, you play Mortal Kombat too? And 2K? Yeah, so we'll play K. We'll play Shanice too. So whenever y'all on, I'm on all the time. So you can catch me on there. But I am gonna cut out of here for I guess like the third time. But it was nice talking to everybody out there. No, I button smash in Mortal Kombat, Shanice. You see, every time I try to get out of here, somebody says something and I have to answer the question. I button smash. That's how I win the game, Shanice. All right, you too, Kay. Appreciate the ad and appreciate you coming to the live. I'll be live tomorrow also. So yeah, that's how you win the game, Shanice. You gotta button smash, fake it till you make it. But I'm gonna cut out, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for whoever was joined the live stream. I appreciate y'all. Thanks for the love and support. And I'll be on tomorrow. Of course, you guys see me online playing uh Call of Duty. But next time. All right, Joyce. I'll see y'all later. Deuces.